Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Arkham Horror the card game, doing the Half-Life custom campaign. We got scenario 4B, Black Site. It took some time to identify exactly on the bloated map of City 4, but the pin labeled Dimensional Overlap lines up perfectly with Arkham. Dr. Carasso informed you that the ruins of Miskatonic University are distorted and layered with the space of the Black Mesa Research Complex. The facility shouldn't be anywhere near the East Coast, but with your added information, the doctor has developed a new theory. Since the Zen Crystal experiment brought you to the future, but the same experiments triggered the Combine invasion in this future, both points of origin for the Resonance Cascades are jockeying for the same position in the timeline. Alright, sorry, I had to put a break there. If you happen to have Kate Winthrop, you can actually do some fancy things with the phasing at the beginning, but we don't have her. If the players have completed the Quick and the Dead, skip to Catching Up, otherwise do Forge Ahead. So it will be catching up. With your investigation of Dunwich finished and a permanent quarantine decided, you can finally move on to the curious events at the old campus. Dr. Carrasco informs you that he sent Jiha ahead to make a first assessment. Her last transmission stated that the resonance cascades were increasing in intensity, but that was the last that anyone heard from her, stable as ever. The site is warped. Alright. Check campaign log. We have the Yithian forces, I believe. Yep, Yithian forces. So we're going to use this deck. Okay. That is a 35 card deck. Okay. Expectations. I already checked them. We have comprehension. So that is the one for Minty Fan. The G-Man's voice suddenly echoes around you. Understanding is rarely all or nothing. Do you know everything about humanity? About physics or chemistry? How do you even know how much of something you know? Can you arrange matters to eliminate all unknowns? Action. If there are 7 locations in play that share the same trait, place 1 resource on this story card from the token bank. Then if there are resources on the card equal to the number, which is just going to be 1, we remove it from the game. So just an action to do this, not a big deal. And then, of course, if we don't do it, we have consequences. We do have 1 consequence. To be honest, we probably didn't need to take that one, but I decided to go ahead and do it anyway. Randomly put 3 of the phase locations to play with their Miskatonic University side face up and the others with their Black Mesa side face up. Put each other location into play. Each player begins at empty quad sector or the sector C lobby. So this is the empty quad, and we get to decide which of these gets flipped. I believe, yeah, these are 2. So essentially, these are 2-sided cards where we get to have all that sort of fun. Okay. So, easiest way to solve this, because there's no setup. I guess, so yeah, 3 of these are random. Yeah. Alright, this is what we'll do. We're going to grab all these. Like so. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Psh. I'm not sure. Oh, it's because it's getting into the hand. That's what's happening. There you go. Problem solved. Alright. So what we're going to do here is just take all of these. Alright, and I'll just take the top 3. So this one's going to be flipped. This one will be flipped. This one will be flipped. This one will not be flipped. And these will not be flipped. Like so. Alright. So we're at the Sector C lobby. Alright, resolve whatever is the following is true. If it's warped during this scenario, use the scenario act 1. Okay, we just use its version. Got it. Move this over here. And grab this. Okay. and then we'll take this down here. And this goes away. Okay. We also don't start with Jiha with us this time. She gets set aside out of play. Set each phased enemy aside out of play, which I'm assuming that's already been done. They have. Alright, and then shuffle the encounter cards, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think we have everything set up. If I do make a mistake, and have to start over, I may end up just reshuffling all these and going from there. Also, speaking of, let's do this. Oh my god, come on. Please work with me here. So I was doing that, trying to get the clues all out at once, and it kind of worked, but not really. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and put a break here. Actually, no, before we do that, we need to read all the stuff. You get set aside. Shuffle. Agenda 1A, Weird Science. The moment you set foot on the site, it becomes clear how wild the singularity is. Buildings you know from Arkham's past are blended into the stark concrete walls of the Black Mesa compound. The sensation is like being inside a revolving door, with entirely different worlds on either side, and no way of stopping the turnstiles. It would be wise not to loiter here. The teleport keyword on elite enemies must be resolved before each other teleport keyword. 5 doomed to advance. Quantum overlap. The task ahead is a complete one. Given you have little experience with the future machinery and dubious luck with the resonant cascades, you'll have to determine a way to trace the flows back toward the 2 focal points. As an additional cost of activating the ability on a location or this act, you must resolve the teleport keyword on each card in play, as if it were at the end of the round. Lightning Bolt. Investigators at a phased location spend 2 clues as a group. Flip that location. Clues should not be added or replenished through any flip ability. So what you got is what you got. If restricted laboratory and anti-mass spectrometer are both revealed, advance. So neither of these are revealed yet. Speaking of, I'll go ahead and read about these. Restricted laboratory. Restricted laboratory is connected to each other Miskatonic University location and vice versa. Investigators cannot enter restricted laboratory until while there are fewer than 6 Miskatonic University locations in play. So technically what it means is you need to only get... You think you need to flip all of them, but that's just remember that this thing is actually a Miskatonic University location. So you only need to actually convert 5 of these to Miskatonic to get to this location. And then the space around this renovated alchemy lab is distorted and far too risky to enter while the area is out of phase. And then this one is the anti-mass spectrometer. This is the Black Mesa version. The space around the anomalous materials wing is distorted and far too risky to enter while the area is out of phase. And I'll go ahead and read about the Sector C lobby since we start here anyway. An off-balance but functional rail line sits by the section lobby, leading safely out of the surrounding chaos. You can action resign to get out of here. It's Black Mesa, phased, and 3 shroud, 2 clues. Alright, I'll put a break here and BRB. Alright, told you I'd be back. Let's go ahead and shuffle and draw. Alright, don't want you, or you. I can live with that. Alright, and then over here, teal to orange. Yeah, I have a lot more cards now because I added Barney and then I got another Burden of Destiny. Okay, 2 runic axes. I definitely do not need 2. Let's get rid of the Fearless, get rid of the runic axe. Okay, that is something we can start with. My stats should be correct. Yeah, +1 to everything but book. Alright, shuffle this one more time, shuffle this one more time, shuffle this one more time, and let's get going. So I guess the question is what do we do? We got Black Mesas up here, we got Miskatonic Universities here. can kind of see what all of them do. I think we should focus on going to Miskatonic first. Oh, also Sector C we can't even flip anyway. Which is fine. Investigate this location has one fewer hand and arcane slot during upkeep. Okay, so Lily should not go to this location at all. Oh, actually, you can force, if you discard a bunch of assets, though, it can do things. God, that's actually a pain. Should I just do Black Mesa first, then? Oh, actually, I can do the clues. Okay, so yeah, the reason why they have things like this is because obviously you're going to eventually run out of clues, and so having other ways to do this will work. Okay, got it. I understand. Also, some of these locations do have victory. Good to know. All right, let's get started then. Investigation phase, I will start with Lily Chen. First things first, of course, we'll do our stand together. And then we will do our Ever Vigilant with the Stick to the Plan. So we'll spend 3 here. Spend 1 for the Branded Cathuga. And spend 1 for the Holy Rosary. And that leaves us with 1 action remaining. If there are 7 locations in play, so yeah, I literally have to flip everything to make this happen. I may just let the consequences happen for this one. I have better things to do. All right. I guess the question is what do I do from here? Each investigator at this location gets -2 until the end of the round. And then flip this location. So placing a Doom can get rid of this. That's an option. The monitor room seems to be the center of the distortions on the Black Mesa side of the disaster. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the tokens. Skull is -X, where X is equal to the 1 plus the number of unstable effects on your location. Which right now we have only 1 location that has a unstable effect. Cultist is -3, and if you succeed, you are at a phased location, and you may flip it. So that's another way you can deal with things. And then the tablet is -2, -4 instead if there are 2 or more Miskatonic University locations than Black Mesa locations. Which right now they're tied, so we're good on that front. Okie dokie. There's not really much I can do here. I could. I'll go ahead and investigate with Lily Chen. And Minty Fan will commit Sharp Vision because it's a basic investigate. So that brings her up to 5 to 3. And she can use her ability to give +1. That brings it up to 6 to 3. And then we can commit a Defiance. That'll put us at 7 to 3, and then Minty Fan can use her ability on Lily Chen's ability. Yeah, for each investigator. So that's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to 3. And I will pick, it doesn't really matter, I'll pick Tablet. Perfect. That actually worked. Okay, so this is -3. I was at 8, so it'll be 5 to 3, so I pass by 2. So I do get to get 2 clues. And since I passed it with the Cultist, I can flip this location. because it's phased. Yep. Yeah, and it doesn't recharge these, so these go away. Okay. The single stable route on and off of the campus can be found here, strangely quiet amid the chaos. Same stuff as before. You can resign to get out of here. All right. And that is it for Lily Chen. All right, that worked out really well. After blah, 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 got it. Okay. Let's go ahead and go ahead and spend 2 to go ahead and get out the medical student and heal for 1 and 1. I will shortcut over to here. And then I'm going to investigate. I will spend 1 to do practice makes perfect. Search the top 9. I will pick this unrelenting. And I will commit this deduction. I need to do all my commits before I do the rest of it. Draw 2 cards. Actually, I don't know if I shuffled. I did not shuffle, so I'll shuffle now. And then draw 2 cards because they unrelenting. And then get our token. Tablet, -4. If there are 2 or more Miskatonic University's locations other than Black Mesa. They are currently 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is a -4. So what's that put us at? 4, 5, 6, 7. So I do pass. I would only get 2 clues if I keep it as is. I can also exhaust this and spend a Volder Cord to cancel that token. And it'll still refresh. So you know what? I'll cancel that token. And then so that makes it 7 to 3, so I get 3 clues instead. All right. This gets released and goes in my hand because of the practice makes perfect. This gets discarded. And then that leaves me with a was it 1 clue remaining? Actually, I may just go ahead and flip all of them. It does make my work a little bit harder in the future. Oh, as an additional cost to activate an ability on a location or this act, you must resolve the tail. Okay, that's just the teleport keyword. That's fine. Okay, I have 1 action remaining. I'm just going to investigate 4 to 3 and see what happens. Nope, not a problem. All right, upkeep. All right, Mythos. First Doom, we'll shuffle this one more time. Humanoid Monster Vortigaunt, Teleport. First symbol in the teleport sequence is where it spawns, so Moon. When Vortigaunt Slave enters a location with 1 or more investigators, place 1 Doom on Vortigaunt Slave. These Vortigaunts resemble the ones who aided you, but seem beyond all reason or empathy. It's for 1 and 1. 2 fight, 3 evade, 2 health. All right. And over here, we get ourselves a Hound Eye. All right, next teleport's gonna be over there. Got it. All right, investigation phase. All right, should be okay with this. I'll start with Lily Chen. I will fight the Hound Eye. I'll go 6 to 2. I will give it power and glory. We pass. Kill does 2 damage, gets kill, and I will use that to go ahead and heal a damage. Actually, I'll heal a horror. All right, next I will move down to here, get engaged by you. If there's a card with the teleport keyword at or attached to this location, you can investigate and use that to try to flip things. The upper floors of the science building, I guess I should read it. Research wing, force route, 4 clues. If there is a card with the teleport keyword at or attached to this location, you can investigate. Use willpower instead of. You may use willpower instead of intelligence. If you succeed, instead of getting a clue, you can flip the location. The upper floors of the science building are home to strange energies, which may have a bearing on matters. Okay, I am going to go ahead and fight with the runic axe. I'm going to go power and elders. So I'm right now 6-2. I'll commit an overpower to go 8-2. At your location? Is that what it says? One second. I'm kind of second guessing myself. I'm wondering if I made a mistake with Minty Fan, because her ability only works when you're in the same location, but I think I've been doing it that way. But in any case, I do pass, but I'm not going to get the clue, because I didn't get high enough. So that's fine. Still kills this guy. I do still draw a card. And we can go from there. Alright. Meanwhile, Min, let's go ahead and investigate this location. We're 4-3. I'll commit an unexpected courage and use my ability to make it 8-3. Or sorry, 7-3. Okay. We do get a clue here. Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and lightning bolt. There are no teleports to worry about, so we're good to go on that front. So spinning 2 clues. Investigators at this location get maximum -4 to their maximum hand size. After 4 or more total cards are discarded by investigators during the upkeep phase, flip this this location. The library holds a wealth of knowledge for your task, but it will tax your time and mental energies. Victory 1. Okay. So with that, we have only one location that is still Black Mesa, which I'm fine with heading towards. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and spend... We'll spend 2 actions to go ahead and get... actually, I could go here. Investigators cannot enter while there are fewer than 6. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can go there now. I might just go there and start taking care of that. Okay, so yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, I'll spend an action to go ahead and move to here and reveal it. During tests at Restricted Library, you get -1 skill value for each test you have successfully completed this round using the same skill. So far I've spent, so technically I have -1 right now. An odd calculation machine sits attached to the main reactor. Could it be repurposed to something more advanced? Victory 1. Okie dokie. So I could go what? I can go. I'm -1 right now because I've done an intelligence test already. I can commit these 2 cards. It's a basic investigate, so that puts me at 7-2. pass, you may choose a skill card committed to this skill test to return to its owner's hand after the test ends. I will put the Sharp Vision back into my hand. And we get 2 clues here. Okie dokie. So what we can do with Lily Chin is we could have her go all the way to the monitor room. Actually, what I think we should do is maybe just focus on getting 6 Black Mesa locations instead, and kind of go from there. Well, either way, for right now, enemy phase, upkeep phase. Out of Crossroads. I'm going to go ahead and take an action. I'll do, this is same round? Yeah, this is same round, so I'm at -2 skill right now. I'll go Sharp Vision, and I will do Practice Makes Perfect, search top 9. I will grab this Unrelenting. And I will go ahead and commit this Eureka. And then we will commit those 3 and draw 2 cards. This triggers. But conveniently, I have 3 cards this time, so it doesn't matter. And I do have a total of 5, and I can use this to make it 6. Okay. So we have 6 symbols, so we're good on that front. So if we do pass, we're good to go. I'm at -2, so 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then my ability brings it up to 8. So 8 to 2. No unstable effects here, so we're good to go on that. So we pass by a ton. This is going to get discarded. This is going to get released. This is going to go into my hand because of Practice Makes Perfect. These will get discarded. Eureka, I will activate and get 3 cards. Or grab top 1 from top 3, rather. I'll go ahead and grab the Pathfinder, though I may end up discarding it. I, of course, also get 2 clues because of the Sharp Vision. And then I have to discard a random card. Winging it. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, upkeep for you. Your upkeep is not as entertaining. Alright, Mythos. Second Doom. There is no unstable effects here. So we're good. Humanoid monster, Alien Grunt, Hunter, 4 fight, 2 evade, 3 health. While Alien Grunt is at Miskatonic University, it gets Retaliate. This is Miskatonic University. Otherwise, it would get Alert. Hulking brute with organic weapons built into its fingerless hands and eyes filled with malice. Hits for 1 and 1. Alright, investigation phase. Alright, let's go ahead and start things off. This should limit once per round. Oh, this did not work actually. I still pass, but I actually do keep the King in Yellow because I couldn't use my ability at the time. It's per round, it's not based off the upkeep. So I am still stuck with King in Yellow, which means I probably should have taken Perception instead, but that's okay. We'll make do. Alright. Not the end of the world, but not the best situation to be in. Alright. In any case, let's only have 2 charges. I think I'm just going to whack this guy. I mean, worst case scenario, I will have... I can actually fail this with just Branakathaga. Alright, yeah, we'll start with Minty Fan then. Alright, we can go 4-2 easily enough. Let's go ahead and spin 3 to get out the Pathfinder. And then we'll go 4-2. I'm going to go ahead and commit both Survey the Areas and the Unrelenting. We pass. We will get 1 clue. Release all tokens. Now it gets discarded. But yeah, sorry, our total was... Yeah, I mean, we definitely had enough... Ooh, actually, that was 2, 4, 5... Actually, I had to use my ability. I have to use my ability because these only provide me with 2 because my foot's only 2. So yeah, that totals up to 6 with the ability, and that makes it get discarded. Anyway, that's 10, and it was 10, and I had -1 or something like that, so I definitely passed by enough. Okay, so we got the clue. Next, I will go ahead and investigate again. I'm at -1 now. So 3-2, I'll do Perception and Eureka. So this will put us at 6, 7-2. We pass. I can keep one of these. I'll keep the Perception. And then I will go ahead and search top 3 and pick a card. Let's pick... I'm kind of okay with any of these. I'll take the Gravity Gun. Alright, this will get discarded. Shuffle this, and then I draw 2 cards because of Perception. And of course, I get a clue. Alright, next. Let's go ahead and Pathfind move to here. And then that'll be it. Alright, Lily Chen. Let's go ahead and fight. Yeah, anything I can do to help get some of these clues off of here would be helpful. Alright. Actually, what we could do is... Yeah, we'll just fight normally first. I'm going to go Accuracy and Elders. So Accuracy and Elders here. That puts me at 6, 8-4. 8-4, and... No, it's not going to matter. Yeah, it's not. It's just too difficult to get Elders to work here. Instead of going Runic Axe, we'll go Branakathaga. So we'll go 7-4. We pass. I will spend 3 charges to kill this poor guy. Alright. Then I'm going to spend 2 to go ahead and get out Barney. And then I'm going to go ahead and move to here. And it's a lightning bolt to do this, so I will go ahead and spend the 2 clues to flip this back to Black Mesa. Alright, no enemies, go to Upkeep. Upkeep. And Mythos. 3rd Doom. Insidious Experiments, Peril, attach it to the current agenda. Okay, so this is the one that adds the tablet. Current agenda or current act? Most likely it's going to be on the current agenda. So I'll go ahead and add a tablet. Alright, and then for you, A Yithian collaborator. Alright, we'll fight you. Okie dokie. Men, let's go ahead and get you to work. First, we're going to go ahead and investigate. We're 4-4 right now. We will go perception. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 clues to flip this. Alright, specimen observation area. There are plenty of possible benefits to subtle observation using the advanced equipment in the laboratory. Okay. And then the effect here is similar, but it's foot instead of willpower. Alright. Okay, now I'll investigate using perception. So how many are there? 2, 3... Okay, it's tied again, so the tablets are only -2. Okay, so I'm actually kind of okay with this. Worst case is I could get a -3, but that won't fail me. It just won't get. It'll just get me less cards. Okay, so we'll just go 7-4. All right, we pass. We draw 2 cards. Get 1 clue. Alright, next I will go ahead and investigate again. I will commit a perception. -2, so that's going to put me at 5-4, so I do pass, but I only get 1 card. And then I'm just going to go ahead and gain a resource for my last action. Meanwhile, here in Yithkinville, you hit for what, 1 and 1? Oh, I can use Barney. Yes, Barney. I'll use Barney's ability, exhaust him. Move, this does not provoke attack opportunities, and each enemy engaged with me will make my next skill check for fight and evade +1. So I'll go to the monitor room, which unfortunately this place does do -2 fight. The monitor room seems to be the center of the oh, actually, I don't need to go here. It's Black Mesa already. Don't need to go here. The cost of each non-weakness event played at this location by 2. And after 2 events have been played, you can flip this location. Okay. And the same round. Oh, screw that then. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that to work. All right, well, I can still go down here, though. But I think I'm going to go dormitory buildings because it's easier to get the elders to work. All right, so moving down here, I now have +1 fight. I'm going to go ahead and fight this collaborator. I'm going to go elders and accuracy. So that puts me at 7, 8, 9, 10 to 2. We pass by a bunch. We'll do 1 damage and get a clue here. And then I will attack 1 more time. I will go... we'll go elders and power this time, so only 7 to 2. We pass by a bunch. It's going to get me another clue and do 2 damage this time and kill it. Okay, I will go ahead and spend 2 clues to flip this location. Like so. Level 3 dormitories. The employees' sleeping quarters are filled with distractions, but there are some odd parallels here. Same thing as before. I didn't even read the reaction, by the way. When the upkeep phase begins, if each undefeated investigator is at this location, you can choose to not gain resources or ready cards they control until the end of the phase, and then flip this location. Cheap dormitories aren't exactly a source of insight, but there's a strange harmony in the overlap here. Okay, Cool. So the only place that's not a Black Mesa now is the College of Medicine, which we should be able to get pretty easy. All right, that is everybody. Go to enemy phase upkeep and upkeep. Oh yeah, Tattle is -3 now, by the way. I completely forgot about that, but that's okay. Oh no, sorry, that's not -3 now. It's just if you fail, it does bad things. Got it. Oh, sorry, this -2 is only on the stable effect. I completely forgot about that. I forgot unstable's a thing because we didn't have to deal with it last time. All right, upkeeps are done. Mythos, we're at 4 of 5. First symbol of the sequence. That is up here. Bordergon Slave. Same stuff as before. It's just different teleports. Impossible Overlap. Put Impossible Overlap into play next to the agenda deck. After you flip a phase location, place 1 Doom on a card at that location. Test any skill 4. If you succeed, discard Impossible Overlap. Noted. All right. Investigation phase. Okie dokie. Unfortunately, so I can definitely advance the act right now, but I don't want to. And also I need to get this victory. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 to get out Nautical Chart. And then I'm going to use said Nautical Chart to investigate. We are now 5 to 4. We'll go 6 to 4, 7 to 4. I succeed. It has to be a skill card. These are not skill cards. But I will discard the Winging It to get an extra clue. All right, victory get. Okie dokie. I'll then Pathfind move to here. And then shortcut down to here. And then it's a lightning. Is it a lightning bolt? Yes, it's a lightning bolt. This will place a Doom, which is completely fine because we're going to advance next round anyway. So lightning bolt, I will spend 2 clues to flip this location. As part of the cost, to activate the ability, you must resolve the teleport keyword on each card in play as if it were the end of the round. So this will disengage and teleport to Green Diamond, which is right here, and get engaged with you. All right, I spent the clues already. Oh, actually, they are right here, actually. No, those are the ones that are already on it. Okay, this location will get flipped over. College of Medicine. No place on the campus cultivates precise skill and execution like the medical building. All right, and then now it's the HEV storage. Same stuff as before. Oh, actually, no, it's different. Instead of events, it increases the cost of assets. The HEV storage is filled with high quality and rather expensive equipment for the facility. All right, so I did a Pathfind move, shortcut, and then did the flip. I do need to put a Doom on a card. This thing is not unstable, so we're good on that front. We can just put the Doom on you for now. That does leave me with 1 action remaining. And right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, nope, we missed one. We missed Miskatonic University up here. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I do have a move action left. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move up here then. In that case... Yeah, we were tied anyway. It didn't matter. Okay. So I will go ahead and move up to here. Actually, I could move straight to anti-mass spectrometer and just accept the comprehension issue, but I don't think I want to. Yeah, we're just going to move up. And then I'll lightning bolt deal with this. Oh, actually, if I lightning bolt now, it's going to be a problem. So I'm just going to move up as my last action, and then that'll be it. Okay. Meanwhile, Lily Chen. We'll go ahead and fight this Vorticon slave, I guess. We'll go power and glory. 7 to 2. We succeed. I'm not going to flip the location. It dies. I will heal a damage. Okay. And then I'm just going to I'll go ahead and use the emergency cash to get three resources. And then I will spend 2 to go ahead and get out the other Brand of Kathuka. Alright, no enemies. Upkeep. Upkeep. Hand size is only 4 here, but I only have 4 cards. And then this is all going to advance. This is going to go away because it's on the current agenda. Get rid of one of these. This still stays. And this will flip. Dimensional calving. Energy from a haywire machine blasts outward, agitating the unstable balance of dimensions and triggering another violent chain of feedback. You brace yourself against the most solid wall you can find and hope for the best. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Impossible Overlap and draw it. Shuffle the encounter deck if it was searched. We get another Impossible Overlap. Okay. The Scheming Foe. This chaos is not only detrimental to your investigation, but also seems not to affect the alien scientists you have seen. Their exact goal isn't clear, but any tampering with this unstable zone can only bring disaster. The teleport keyword on elite enemies must be resolved before the others. 5 doomed to advance. Alright, shuffle and draw. Sparky Machinery. Attach this to the nearest location without a copy. Attached location and each connecting location gets unstable. Lose 2 resources. If you lose fewer than 2 resources, lose an action. Action, take 1 damage, discard it. If you control a card with the word mechanic imprinted on it, you may ignore the damage cost of this action. Temporal instability. Can't do anything about that. So, diamond. Okay, so it has to spawn here. That's fine. And it's going to get a doom on it, which is fine for now. Okay. So, problems. We need to deal with these impossible overlaps. So, I'll start with Lily Chen. I'll spend 1 to get out Wolf Mask. And then I'm going to try to get rid of one of these. I'm currently 6 to 4. I will go ahead and use Wolf Mask to make it 8 to 4. And then do it one more time for the other one. 8 to 4. Alright, Wolf Mask empty. These are gone. You're good to go. Alright. In the meantime, Minty Fan. Oh, also this Doom went away. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Sparky Machinery. Take 1 damage. And then I'm going to spend 2 clues to flip this. Back to the Material Research Lab. Alright. I don't remember if I actually read this. Library holds a wealth of knowledge for your task, but it will tax your time and mental energy. Oh, okay, so this one is the reduced hand size, and then this one's the less hand slot, so I'm glad I didn't move here. Okay, then I'm going to Pathfind move. Actually, before I do that, I will go ahead and deal with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it just has to share the trait. I'll go ahead and put a resource on this and remove it from play. Alright, G-Man, hope you're satisfied. Alright, next, Pathfind move. to here. Space around the anomalous materials, we already read about it. And here we are. During test at anti-mass spectrometer, the first card committed to each test loses one matching icon, and it's treated as if its text box were blank, except for traits. That's going to suck. The computers connected to the device are badly damaged. Could there be some way of repairing the advanced system? Victory 1. 3 shroud, 4 clues. We advance. Tech support. Your careful navigation of 2 sites finally leads you to the dual 0 points for the resource resonance cascade. The loud clattering rings out as you breach the last door, finding Jihei, or how you should pronounce it, in an aggressive stalemate with one of the invaders. She spots you with some visible relief despite her normally cool demeanor. This is the one leading the combined forces, she states tensely from behind a console. And I think we pissed it off getting here. Choose an investigator to take control of the set-aside person and doesn't take a slot. Does not take up any slots. So this one is +1 book. You can exhaust her to choose an item asset controlled by an investigator at your location. The investigator gets +1 skill value during that each ability printed on that asset until the end of turn. Tune-ups are free. Anything extra you owe me. And she's of course costs 2 and soaks for 2 and 2. Okay. We have the Yithian forces, so we spawn the Yithian specialist at the restricted laboratory or the anti-mass spectrometer, resolving its force effect if needed. So Yithian specialist. Monster Yithian phased elite, 3 fight, 3 evade, 12 health, and teleports to the thing, but there's actually 2 sides to him. Force, after Yithian Specialist enters the anti-mass spectrometer, you flip it. After Yithian Specialist takes 4 or more damage during a single turn, immediately resolve its teleport keyword as if it were the end of the round. Victory 1. Hits for 2 and 1. And then the other one hits for 1 and 2. Everything else is the same, but it just changes the teleport. So for this one... Okay, so what we're going to do, we can have it spawn in either one. Yeah, either one. Okay, I'm just going to have it spawn at the restricted laboratory so I don't get smacked by it in the first round. And then this thing's going to teleport. Yeah, that works. All right. So that was my Pathfind move. Everything else was a lightning bolt. Okay, yeah, that works. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do an investigate. I'm currently 5 to 3. Oh, sorry, I'll be 6 to 3. 7 to 3, because nautical charts is an item. So I'm 7 to 3. I'm not going to commit anything to it. 7 to 3. Number of unstable effects on your location. There are none here. So I pass. I'll discard a analysis to get 2 clues. Okay. Enemy phase. Teleports happen at the end of the round, so we don't need to worry about it. So nothing's going to happen here. Upkeep. And then at the end of the round, this is going to get teleported. We're at Diamond. Now it goes to Moon. And then this guy's going to teleport to here. And then flip. And then we add a Doom. It's 1 of 5. Radiation Spike. Radiation Spike. Alright, so whoever plays an event is going to have to take some punishment. Alright, investigation phase. I'm going to go ahead and go with Lily Chen. We will move, because this is connected to all Black Mesa locations. I will be nice if we can auto. Well, actually, we don't need to auto evade him. We just need to do enough damage. All right, I'm going to go ahead and attack with Brandon Kathuga first. We'll use the one that I have spent charges on already. That'll put me at 8 to 3. We pass by a bunch. I will spend 3 charges to do 3 damage. And then I will fight it normally with the Runic Axe. I will go Elders and Accuracy. So 7, 8, 9 to 3. That's 6 to 3, so I beat it by 3. Just making sure I did that right. I did Accuracy, so this goes +1 base, so we're at 7, 8, 9, minus 3 is 6. Yep, we beat it by exactly 3. Equal to or greater to, so I do get a clue from this. I do 1 damage, and it will immediately resolve its teleport ability, which means it disengages, and then it goes over here, and then flips. We're going to have to set you aside. There we go. Like so. Alright. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and have Minty Fan do her thing. I'll spend 2 to go ahead and get out the gravity gun. I'm going to go ahead and exhaust it to reduce the shroud to 2. And then I'm going to do nautical charts with Hyun's ability. So 6, 7 to 2. We pass, we get the last clue here. Okay, and then last action, I'm just going to draw a card. And activate this, apparently. I'll just draw 3 cards. And I'll take a horror. I'll just put it on you. Okay. Enemy phase, that's not going to do anything. Upkeep. Upkeep. Brand of Destiny, I'll take 1 and 1. You know what? You can just take the damage. Okay. And then end of the round, this is going to teleport. And I'll have it engage you so I can actually get this back. And go from there. Alright. Mythos. Oh, actually I need to resolve this too. Goes to red. And eventually that'll get put on there. These go away. I didn't play any events, did I? No, I didn't, technically. Also, hold on a second. I think that Out of Crossroads doesn't get put in the discard until it finishes resolving, so I think it stays in the discard. Actually, this dilemma... let me look up dilemmas real quick. Okay, dilemmas are not played, so it doesn't trigger the radiation spike. Okay, add a doom. And this doom will get added after the fact, so blah, 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 blah. Let's do this. Laser Misfire, Hazard Mechanical, test foot 3. This test gets +1 difficulty for each unstable and or teleport effect at your location, which is 1. So it has 4. And if you fail, you take 2 damage and place 1 doom on a card at your location. Alright. Unfortunately, during test here, committing cards does bad things. Okay. I don't exactly want to place a doom down. I will commit an Eye of Truth. This will be at -1 symbol. So that puts us at 5 to 4. We'll go 6, and then we'll go 6 to 4 with analysis. And make it 7 to 4 with my ability. We pass. I'll put the analysis back in my hand, and then the Eye of Truth can stay on this. And then for you, Chemical Flood. Alright, 4 to 3. And I'm okay with that, 4 to 3. We pass. Alright, investigation phase. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and get to work. We will go ahead and fight using Brandicathaga. This will make us 8-3. We pass. I will spend all the charges to do 3 damage. I will attack again with my other Brandicathaga, 8-3. SBU. Okay, that fails. I'll do it again. There's no unstable effects here, so we're good on that front. Do 3 damage, which is going to force it to teleport. Technically, it should have been on the other side. Yeah, it should have been on this side, but that's okay, because it's still pretty much the same. So we'll just move you back, like so. Alright, next I'll have Minty Fan go. I'm going to go ahead and Pathfind move to here, get engaged by you. And then I'm going to fight using the Gravity Gun. So right now I can use my book for this, and I haven't used my book yet, so no minuses. So it'll be 6-3. We'll go 8-3 just in case. We succeed, that is, and we get an extra damage as well, so it does 2 damage, which will kill it. Yay, Gravity Gun. You go in this. Alright, System Breach, your one opportunity... Oh, I didn't even read this, by the way. System Breach, your one opportunity to stabilize the site is being suppressed by the alien agent. It seems to have mastered the flow of the resonance cascades, so you will have to adapt on the fly. Each non-phased card with the teleport keyword loses its teleport keyword and gains the teleport symbol on the... Each non-phased card with the teleport keyword loses its teleport symbols. Okay, so what... the one mistake we did make is the temporal instability should have moved with us, moved down here. And then we could have also spent 2 clues to do 2 damage and make it so it can't teleport. So I literally, So we did make a mistake with this temporal instability. It should have teleported onto us, but there is no unstables. It would have made this laser misfire a little bit more difficult, but we still passed it anyway. So I don't think it... Yeah, because I got the Elder Sign for that. And then, like I said, I could have just spent clues to make it so it doesn't teleport away. And that would have killed it even faster. So it is what it is. After you defeat a phased enemy, which this one is, we will advance. Bug fixing. Your unique tactics slowly wear down the alien's concentration until at last it makes a miscalculation. The overlap shifts at a critical moment, bisecting the creature and leaving you with one side of its dying body. Jiha emits a disgusted grunt and turns to the machinery, blocking out the gory spectacle by focusing on her work. Give me just a minute. This should be simple to balance. Resolution 2. Resolution 2. Oh, actually, I need to do the first thing. Before resolving, if the restricted laboratory and anti-mass spectrometer are both on the victory display, which they are, because we have all the clues off of them, we could read corroboration. Corroboration. You find time within your frenetic task to repair the spectrometer's attached supercomputer using makeshift parts salvaged from the Miskatonic labs. Once the machine reboots, you use a computer for the first time with clumsy determination. With your frustration, you're able to prompt the machine to triangulate Dr. Carrasco's signal within a certain margin of error due to the site interference. Record that you have repaired the supercomputer. And then we go to the next resolution. All right, resolution 2. True to her word, within 1 short minute, Jiha has worked her mechanical magic, and the unstable machines gradually calm to an ambient hum. It won't last long, she states as she continues working. So find out whatever those things were after quick. This prize becomes readily apparent as you scan the overlap chambers. In the exact center of both rooms, you find the one common element, a table-sized mass of yellow crystal. The ambient glow of the crystals seem equal parts light and space as the resonance cascade flows with the subtle pulsing. You remember the G-Man telling you of the Zen crystals that caused both the disaster in Arkham and the events that triggered the Combine invasion. It's entirely possible that these crystals have a sort of temporal link to your past even now. The very thought of Arkham causes your mind to wander to the otherworldly evils that you're more familiar with. Some Eldritch influence in the Combine domination could worsen matters infinitely. If the alien agents weren't already complications enough, if the Combine had plans to gain an advantage through these forbidden things, then you've dodged a bullet. Jiha looks over your shoulder at the crystals with a bit more apparent interest than she usually lets show. Looks important if heavy. You didn't bring a wheelbarrow, did you? With the stability of the site in question, the two of you cobble together a makeshift cart and wheel the materials away without further delay. The application of the Zen crystals are intriguing, but potentially dangerous. The Resistance scientists may not even care about the risk in their desperation to be free from the Combine. You hope they trust you at this point, but you may need Jihad to help hammer in the severity of it. Cool heads prevailed, they say. Record that the investigators recovered the Zen crystals. All right, we can add her to the deck. I'll add her to Min T-Fan's deck. All right, Resolution 3. We don't. So we have completed the Quicken the Dead, so we don't add another token. Space still churns behind you as you make your departure from the unstable zone. How much of an effect it will have long term is anyone's guess. But the brief appearance of the G-Man at the corner of your vision is an indication of its importance in the grand scheme. Victory X. All right, I believe we get, what, 5? Yeah, 4 from locations and 1 from the boss, so 5 experience. And then Lily, of course, will get 6. All right, I'll go ahead and spend the XP now. It's not a big deal. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of this Unexpected Courage. Grab this Eye of Truth for 5 XP. And then on the Lily Chen front, we have 6 XP. What can we do with 6 XP? It's definitely a number of cards I could probably afford to get rid of at this point. I'm thinking of getting rid of the Spectral Razors at this point. They're nice, but they're kind of redundant. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do Script Reaver, and that's going to cost us 3 because of the Great Work. Or not Great Work, sorry, Down the Rabbit Hole. So that leaves us with 3 experience remaining. And see if it's, I think it's called this. Nope, not that one. That's probably not going to help. That's going to be too many cards. Nope, not that one. All right, give me a moment. There's a card I want to show off. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong word. All right, True Awakening. This is for Blessed, Chosen, and Drifters only. Another one of those fancy specialist neutral cards. I am a Chosen, so, or Lily Chen is a Chosen, rather. 0 cost event can be committed for 1 wild. You can choose and resolve 2 of the following in any order. You can draw 2 cards, discover a clue, heal a damage, heal a horror. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the deck. And I think I'm going to drop... I'm going to go ahead and drop the Spectral Razor. Actually, let's drop the Fearless. We do not need that healing anymore. It is level 2, and I do have Down the Rabbit Hole, so it's going to cost 3 for this. And then that should take care of everything. So yeah, being able to get a test list clue is always useful, and on top of that, it gives me just all the stuff I kind of care about. Also, Lily Chen does get access to sound support, so I probably would like to grab that at some point. Anyway, that is 6 experience exactly, and our choices now, of course, is if you completed both, you can go straight to Scenario 5, Convergent Problem, or since we have the anomaly notes and the supercomputer repaired, it now costs 0 experience to do the testing initiative. So I think we're going to go to the testing initiative, and I'm pretty sure that's GLaDOS. So until next time, I am the Depressed Eeyore. This was Arkham Horror the card game, doing Half-Life custom campaign with Minty Fan and Lily Chen. As always, I apologize for any mistakes. It feels like it's been a while since I've started doing a playthrough recorded. But hopefully things are getting a little bit easier. So I'll see you guys next time.